Well, what's going on, guys? Yeah, as you can tell by the parka here, it's a bit cold. I was dealing with a topic when I woke up this morning. Didn't exactly come to me in a dream. Usually, I have to hunt and search these things out. Grief plays a hell of a thing on people. Survivor's guilt is one of those things. It usually targets what you can feel, what you can't feel, and how's it feeling right now compared to what you're going through. And it's the craziest damn thing ever. For me, I'm dealing with survivor's guilt. I'm dealing with it. It's not the easiest damn thing. Someone was writing in one of the grief pages that after a mother's death, they took some time off for themselves. And they enjoyed themselves to the point where they got back from a trip, but they couldn't feel the accomplishment that they took a trip just for their own mental state. Their own their own grief took the grief took a toll on them. And the thing is, I know how it feels. I'm going back in memories of things I used to do. And the problem is, the things I used to do, I no longer do over here because they do give me the guilt trip. And they do give me stress over it. Case in point, try a grocery trip. Standard grocery trip. You go to a supermarket that you've been going there for a hell of a long while. The people know you over there, and you feel okay. Well, you feel comfortable about it. But sometimes you get the guilt trip because you start seeing. Well, maybe you do start seeing it. I don't know, but I know I see it in myself. Is the ghosts, the memories? They float. They float by your face, and it's like, who or what are these things? The memories, the feelings, the thoughts, the ideas, the dreams. And I feel the pit in my stomach. It's one thing feeling this kind of feeling, but also trying not to deal with, well, I'm still dealing with a bug war right now. That's what I'm looking up right now. Sorry about that. But what I was trying to say is, certain places I can try going to and not feel it as much. The issue is with sometimes with guilt trips, I feel worse because now I've got to be a survivor and I have to justify it with myself that this is important for me to do. And it's hard as hell dealing with it because now I've got to confront, I got to face it, I got to deal with it, and I'm not liking it. I can't go into certain areas of the Antelope Valley that I live currently without feeling the presence of my family. And it still hurts because I miss them a great deal. Because I miss them a great deal, there are certain areas in this whole place that I can't get myself into because it hurts, because it's painful, because it's something I'd rather not do. And it gets even worse for me is when I'm dealing with the. Well, do I have to laugh about this damn thing? I'm dealing with guilt trips of, if I want to go back over to San Fernando Valley, say for example, and I wanted to visit some places. I know some places are no longer there, and that's a shame because I'd really like to see them again. But if I do, I'm seeing myself. I'm seeing my family. I am seeing images. I'm seeing stuff that's driving me nuts. And I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it because I'm not quite sure how to deal with it. I'm not quite sure how to look at myself and thinking I'm able and functioning and why is this happening to me? I can't tell you because I don't even have the right answer for this. I know they call it survivor's guilt. I'm surviving my family's tragedy. I'm surviving my family's passing. And I feel guilty because I am a survivor. I'm living. I'm the, feel like I'm the last one of my immediate family. And it's hurt. It's painful. It's agonizing when I start thinking about memories because now I'm tearing myself apart over the thing. And if I happen to go into different places that I used to live and also to other areas I used to cohabit or shopped or visited or anything else that my family had left a presence and left a little bit of a psychic impression or footprint, if you mean. Something like that. I feel stressed out. I feel the pain of it all. I feel like, why the hell am I here? I want to enjoy myself in a situation over here, but I can't enjoy it because my family has left the impression. I think I talked about this one a long while ago on this. And what drove me crazy was months after my brother's passing, I wanted to shop at a mall that my family would frequent a lot. Throughout our tenure living in the San Juan Valley, since moving out here in '05, from the San Fernando Valley to out here. And there was a lot of shops and a lot of places my family visited just to explore the area, just to explore how big the Antelope Valley is compared to the San Fernando Valley. I mean, the valley was just everything compact, tight. And in a car, it would take you about half an hour to an hour, just, well, time-wise to travel it from north and south, and maybe about a couple hours from east to west, depending on the traffic. Always depending upon the traffic. But you knew where you were. You felt it. You're home. They call it the man of the street. Well, I was the man of the valley. So growing up, I thought I knew the valley. Well, at least most of the areas anyway. All little hidden nicks and corners and whatnots of the valley. I didn't as much. But only in the major areas that I traversed in. So, almost be the same way over here in Antelope Valley. I may not know every damn street. Like I didn't know every damn street out there in the San Fernando Valley, but at least I could navigate my way pretty much living out there. But things have changed right now so much I can't even navigate my way around there. Limex are gone. And the landmarks we had out here in the Antelope Valley, we made in our heads. I had to be the navigator. I had to navigate my way around this damn place. I was going to constantly look at maps just to see where the hell we were. Just so I can know where the hell to go. You can live in a valley for a long while and still not know your way around as much. Well, contradictory in terms, I suppose. The Antelope Valley Mall is one of those major places that people would congregate and tool around. There's a lot of other strip malls throughout the place. The major thoroughfares in the Antelope Valley, Palmdale, Lancaster, would have a lot of foot traffic and a lot of car traffic. In certain areas would have smaller malls that would be more intimate and that would be more frequented. It would be more personal. Problem is, it wasn't as much. Because there were certain areas that I had damn near got killed in. And I thought I talked about this one already. I couldn't get through one particular area because of the fear and the trauma and traumatic areas. The Antelope Valley Mall's got stores surrounding the area that my family would frequent when they were alive. At one time, there was an eatery, a buffet area, hometown buffet. Once in a while, we would frequent it when we could afford it, and just if we're shopping, might as well go get a bite to eat. I like hometown buffet. It was cool. It was cool. There was also the Burlington Coat Factory. We had been to one out in there, San Fernando Valley, so we'd been to the one in Antelope Valley. And they had some pretty decent wear, including hats. I liked hats. I like wearing certain hats. Similar to the ones of fedoras. Always looked so cool. I thought I looked cool in a fedora. I still do. Baseball caps are a dime a dozen. Fedoras, style. You go to Burlington Coat Factory, you go to another store in the area, a 99-cent store even. Places my family would frequent just to see it, just to be part of it. So where we were at. A lot of things changed over the years that I can't get back into. Going into the Antelope Valley area, there was a Denny's that my brother and I would go to once in a while. We didn't go into the fast food areas of the mall itself. My mother would on some occasions, but not many. If we were in the Northridge Mall, yeah, she would. I used to work in the Northridge Mall for about a year and a half. So yeah, it was kind of homey, comfortable. Stuck in familiar places, and then the memories of stuck in familiar places. These are the areas that would give me memories of both good feelings and bad feelings about them. Because the more I kept thinking about the good old days, the more of the nostalgia, the more it hurts on some occasions. And taking a trip somewhere else that I hadn't been. Let's just say I haven't been out of the house to do such a trip just yet. Oh, I take a trip to the Antelope Valley Mall. Well, not the Mall, but the Antelope Valley College. I've been going there for years, so it's not as bad. Concerning about the feelings, I've Ma never been there. Dave's been there a short time. I made it my own. When they changed things around over there, it just kind of made things a little less nostalgic. Trying to be hip, more modernized. And I felt shut up. You get used to a pattern, you get used to a structure, you get used to a format, you get used to something old like crazy, and you don't want it to change. Change is hard, especially when I know I'm putting myself in this kind of point of view mode again, but hear me out on this one. I'm in a different mindset, I'm in a different viewpoint, I'm looking at things differently. Things have hurt, things I want the same. If they are the same, maybe they're going to hurt or maybe not. Something I can find safety and comfort in. Something that's not going to be going after me as much. Something I have consistency over. Or something I feel consistency in it. And I don't have to stress over the damn thing. Consistency is something that both is a double-edged sword. You need the safety and comfort. I know I do. But also a little newness every once in a great while to shake things up a little bit. Just not to stress you out as much, but just make things a little bit interesting. It's like trying to play a video game over and over and over again. You're expecting something different out of the damn thing. Once you know the damn tactics and everything else and the maneuvers of the thing, you can get through it. But you're still trying to find newness in the randomness of it, which makes the game compelling enough to keep your interest in the damn thing. But how do you equate that in a geographic way? You have to get out of your damn comfort zone and see something new. See something that you hadn't seen and hope to God you get able to get back home. When dealing with no transportation as I have to depend upon two legs to get me over to a bus stop. And for the bus stop, it's got to take me to different areas. Now, uh, if I wanted to go see a new college campus that I'm still interested in, I would have to take one particular bus line to get over to Bakersfield and walk onto campus just for the fun of it. Of course, I had to make appointments for it just to see the place. But I have never been there before. And yet I can go to AV College because I'm a college student, show my badge, and I feel like I own the place, but I don't own the place. And I may never own the place. Or if I wanted to take, God, if I'm going to say it, to another shopping area that I've been to, am I going to still feel the same way or not? I look for the ghost to give me maybe kind of moral support or strength at this point. But how do I deal with the idea that I'm a survivor and I got to deal with the guilt trip at this point? How am I going to be dealing with this? I'm the only one left in my family, in my core family right now. I have extended family members I hadn't seen in a hell of a long while, for decades. I keep track of them online, and sometimes it's a pain in the ass to do so. They don't even keep track of me, period. They don't even want to deal with me or know me as much. It's not that I want videos and ranting and raving and going like a crazy lunatic saying, it's all your fault. I blame everything on you. Ah. No, I'm not playing that damn Meg game. Been there, done it. That's fun. That's a nuke city, and I'm not doing that again. Old resentments and old anger and just raised up, and I'm replaying the same damn thing over and over and over again. No wonder as a survivor I'm having guilt over it because of all the damage I've caused. And dealing with the pain and insanity and everything else I'm dealing with, I'm not surprised. I've lost it with these people, and I just lost it on them. So to say I actually have family is only just reference only, but in family as it is, I lost that a long time ago. But no, I'm not going to go after him on that one. What I need to do is still focus on what's happening right now in my own damn life. And I'm still having issues over it. I'm having issues over the survivor's guilt. And for me, the survivor's guilt is going to different places that I used to go to frequent, for the fun of it. I'm not saying buses are expensive. I'm saying that in order for me to frequent, I have to get out of the comfort zone. I got to get out of the area I'm in. I mean, it's one thing going over to the liquor store and trying to get some stuff and coming right back, and that's a comfort zone right there, within that walkway area. Go outside in the middle of it, look around the neighborhood, just doing a 360. I'll look at the same damn things left and right, but sometimes it's different. Weather changes, light shadows, textures change, temperature changes. It's a new time. Same old, but different time. Beyond that is to get beyond my own damn safety. If I happen to do the dollar right, or dial it right, shit, brain fart. Get an appointment scheduled for a couple hours shopping at a mall. No, over at the Albertsons, local grocery store. A couple of hours just to go up and down the aisles, grab food, and get the hell out of there. If I just wanted to hang around there for an hour, I probably will. Sit on a bench inside and just stare at a screen or just stare at people or watch people as they're coming in and out. Or just look at outside and see maybe a new building popping up. But still feeling like an extended safety area. I know that down the street I can, if I had to, drag merchandise with me on a cart, go home, and that's it. I mean, I've done it several times in my life. Long distance walking when I was actually really able to do it. Even in this town, if I have to walk 2 miles from here to Albertsons, I'd probably do it. I've done it before in the past. Just not with my feet trying to kill me or my back trying to kill me as much. But I'm just trying to say that there are certain areas that I can do, and it's an extension of a comfort zone. Elongated version from United, and I was all the way over to 25th or 30th, maybe. We'll go to the library. I could walk 2 hours, get to the library, and just stay there for a while. And what do I do over there? Maybe a lot younger as a kid, I'd be doing research like crazy, but these days everything's online, so fuck it. It's not worth it. Not worth my time, not worth my energy, not worth attention or anything. Just not worth it. Okay, put myself on a bus. Then where am I going? Well, if I go south, south is Lancaster, and then stop at a few places. A Metrolink station that we have out here. Metrolink being a few bus lines here and there, or a training station. Okay, where's the train going to take me? If I actually wanted to go to Palmdale, I'd take another bus to get down to Palmdale. It'd be cheaper. Take me a little longer, but at least I know how to get down there. But if I'm going to be taking a train, a lot more expensive, and just one way without any stops between Lancaster and Palmdale. No, because if I'm going to be taking a train, I want to take a train trip. Maybe about an hour or two. Where the hell am I going to stop at? Where am I going to go at that point? Well, Valencia, but it's boring as hell. Newhall, boring as hell. For some people, it's home for them. I've been through the areas a few times in cars and trains, and it's like, okay, fine. I can't navigate my way, but I know it's boring as hell because I see it through the windows, and I'm like, what's attracting my attention? Not much. I'll go to the San Fernando Valley, and I get the pains and I get the guilt trip. I used to know that place. Until finally we get over to Burbank. What's out in Burbank? Well, they got malls. They got stores I've been through. They got a transfer point. They got a transfer point that would take me at different points of San Fernando Valley that either I've been through or hadn't been through. They changed the bus route so many damn times I don't even know where the hell I'm going anymore. That's why I don't know as much. When I knew the bus routes, I could find my way. I could find it through navigation. I'm comfortable with that throughout the years. But they changed it so much that, it's gotten harder and harder for me to navigate. So if I got on the train, get over to San Fernando Valley, I'd have a hell of a time trying to navigate my way from one point to another. And the other places I used to go to are no longer there. No longer habitable, or just plain out gone. And something else took its place. So I no longer have the need to go back there again. Even though I do have some family friends over there that hardly ever contact with me. It's like feeling like an alien over there. So, bypass it. Unless, of course, I'm going to be going to an amusement park of Universal Studios if I can afford it again. I'd go through the park. I used to work there. for a season and a half, no problem with me. They changed a lot of things around that I had to go through again just to see if I want to go back through it or not. I don't think so. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff they had over there, and I've seen some of the YouTube stuff they got over there, and they've taken out a lot of old things that I still would like to have seen and gone through. But now, nope, forget it, gone. So I can no longer do that. Sorry, getting ear itching here. So if I take the bus past Burbank, where's it going to take me? Union Station. What's at Union Station? Well, not much if I want to go to jail. Not much if I want to see the MTA's office. Then again, you've got Alvera Street. You got FEB8 over there. You got museums that hopefully within a short distance or within Metrolink's ride of the trains to certain areas or the buses. Not much of memories, but I have been through areas over there that my family and I had been through. A doctor's office for my mother. Well, she hated that trip. Trips to museums. Beyond that, there's really not that much. My brother and I at one time had decided to take on a Sunday, and I don't even know why the hell we did this on a Sunday, but we did. Pack a lunch, throw in a backpack, got on a bus all the way down to Metrolink, took the Metrolink all the way down to Union Station, and took a few buses or a few trains to get to an area where we took buses through West Hollywood. No, not West Hollywood. Westwood. Got to the point nearly Santa Monica, and then my brother was trying to locate this Hollywood cemetery buried in between these buildings. He found it. He was happy with it. He was seeing an area of the dead. A lot of stars he remembered. And I remember seeing some of those people too, in life and in death. Death when they keep sending the tombstones and stuff. Found Marilyn Monroe. Found Hugh Hefner's. Don Knotts. Several others. Final resting place. Had lunch. Then took the bus back to the train and took the trains back home. It was something he was happy with. And I said, what the hell? I'm going with my brother and trying to make sure he's all right, but how the hell we're going to be able to deal with it? And my brother wasn't worried about it. He was out there for the adventure of it. I wasn't quite sure if we were going to be ready for this damn shit. It's one thing doing it during the weekday, that's no problem, but weekend? Huh? It's eerily morbid going into a cemetery, trying to find some peace and comfort of the dead. Living all around, life going crazy all around. Aircraft, people walking up and down streets, cars honking at each other. And this little isolated area was just quiet. As if we actually made a noise, we would disturb the dead. Cemeteries always creep me out. It's not that I'm afraid that they're going to be a boogeyman. It's like I'm going to be loving this too damn much. And it hurts like hell. I'm alive. I'm still trying to enjoy life. But it seems like I've been stuck in my own damn mortuary, my own damn crematorium. I live in a crematorium, or in a mausoleum, actually. Crematorium, you're turning things into ashes. So I might as well turn these damn bugs into ashes. But I live in a mausoleum. I'm living in an area where death has always surrounded me here. Because I made a place for death here. I didn't make a place for life. I didn't make a place where living has to be here. I'm surrounded by dust. Dust of the ages then and dust of now. I'm dealing with my own mortality, the thoughts of it. Instead of thinking about going out and living like crazy, I'm thinking about the damn bug war I've got to deal with all the damn time. I'm thinking about how I'm supposed to be dealing with people in general. I'm supposed to be dealing with people who are alive and the goals I'm still trying to work with. It's not that I'm going to be turning into black and white and monogram and just feel like I'm going to worship death now. How peaceful it is. Would you like to be here with me now? No, thank you. Not really. I have Christmas decorations that's still gathering dust. No lights on them. No lights activated. It should have been lights activated, but lights were taken down around here because of the bug war. But when the lights were up, to me, I thought that was life. See the multicolored lights blinking sometimes? They're life. When I don't see the lights, it's like I'm dealing with things frozen in time. Being frozen in time, mentally and physically, is the hardest damn thing because we're stuck in a point, in a fixture of place and time and dimension. That nothing else is beyond it. Nothing else continues here. It's just static. You're frozen in a moment. And in a moment, it's all an eternity. You may think it's kind of weird to think about things like this, but on some occasions I've been thinking about it. When you're frozen, nothing else matters because that moment there is forever. Some people would call it purgatory, other people would call it heaven. Because they can deal with the memories a lot better. Sometimes they're harsher or sometimes a lot easier. It's harder for me to go to cemeteries because I have to say goodbye. I have to say goodbye to life. I have to say goodbye to loved ones. I have to say goodbye to everything. I couldn't just walk into the mausoleum as a regular fetish or anything else like that. Because I feel like I don't want to be there. You know, life is life. And I understand my friend's point of views concerning about stuck in this place all the damn time, how I'm probably going to be feeling like it. Stuck in a damn coffin. But it's mostly a coffin in here and in here. We made it that way. We're a survivor. We're still trying to find ways to live. And if we happen to get outside our damn comfort zone, if we're getting outside the memories, if we're getting outside of anything else like that, if it's something new, we'll look at the newness. Well, at least I will. And look at it and just say, okay, now what? But I'm new! No, your color's fading. You can't do this to me! I'm new! I'm. Yes, welcome. You are. A little side note before I do another vid. Cleaning up this apartment is a bitch enough as it is. But the hardest damn thing, it's not exactly moving the furniture around, is getting rid of the memories. It's getting rid of the things that I used to be around all the damn time. And to put something new in there, it's like an anathema to it. I got used to. But the thing is, I expanded more ways than the physical. And I can no longer be part of it. And it hurts. It hurts. I try to fit the damn clothes in there, but clutching onto a memory of that way, holding onto it for dear life, and to let it go, it's the hardest damn thing. I'm letting go pieces of my life, of my memories, of whatever it is out there. I hold on to the old like crazy, and it turns into ashes in my hands, as my hands are going to be turning into ashes pretty shortly. And then, what's left? What's left? What happens after that? Nothing. They're gone. It's gone. That's it. Numbness hits. The mental and physical. Looking at the empty spaces, it's hard enough. Looking at the past pictures to compare from then and now is hard enough. It's no wonder we're so fixated on nostalgia and what was and what we wanted to be, because that's how we're still living, is back there. I feel like the older I'm getting, the more I'm stuck in that situation over there. And the more I think I like it more and more because I know it more and more. The comfort and safety. That's what it meant. Feel guilty about going forward. You feel guilty about it because you're not safe anymore. You have to deal with life on its own terms. You're not dealing with the memories. You're not dealing with what was as you dealt with life on its life's terms, but it became endearing. And when you lost it, when you lost points of references, of comfort and of ease, of something else, something familiar gone, and now you're stuck with this new thing that you got to get used to, and you're hating it because it's not of the old. Getting older is harder to deal with the young. The young are fresh, energetic, they're crazy, they're going nuts at this point over here. They say we're crazy. Some of us are still trying to live in our own way, in our own time. Try to be a rascal. We're trying to be rascals in our own way. We're trying to be something that maybe we could feel like we were having fun in our own way. Reminds me of a Twilight Zone episode. Kick the can. When you're a young kid, the fun thing was kicking a can all over the damn street. You kicked the can for the fun of it. Kicked out of frustration. You kicked it out of boredom. But you made it into a game. Other kids made it into a game. So they kicked the living crap out of this one tin can. And they enjoyed themselves. It was a way of staying youthful. It got to a point where this one guy got so damn used to getting old that he saw the other kids around. And then he sees the glint in their eyes and says, oh my God, it's the people I used to know. From older folks turned into kids because they're kicking the can around. He felt like it was too late for him to participate. At the end of the show, the kids run away, kicking a can. His people that he grew up with turned old to see. He stayed. They said, hell with it. We're going back into our memories. We're going to be kids again. And they turned into kids. How does this relate to us right now as it is? I feel like I'm the guy growing old. I'm not the guy going out there kicking cans left and right. People want me to get out of my damn house, my damn mausoleum. The memories, the feelings, the security, the illusions. That's the thing where it's the trapping, isn't it? The illusions of it all. It's not delusions, it's illusions. But sometimes it's confusing. Shadows, lights, mirrors, fog. Try to produce an effect of something mysterious, scary, or is it comforting enough? I don't know. This morning I felt like I was just getting off of a tangent here. Trying to figure out if life was still illusions, if it was still smoke and mirrors, or is actually a substance until we lose. And then we look around and everything else has changed automatically. What's the real life and what's real? Writers have been trying to talk about that one for decades. They still can't quite figure it out. Hell, for centuries, I guess. Maybe millenniums. We're all asking ourselves what's real for us. If anybody's figured that damn thing out, we got our own damn interpretations of what reality in life is supposed to be. Because right now, I'm still trying to have a way of figuring that one out. And for that one, at times I wish I wish I had the beginning and the ending of the CBS Mystery Theater. E.G. Marshall. Oh my God, that was a voice right there. Welcoming you into it, and then saying pleasant dreams, and then you hear the door creak, and then the music in it. I wish I had that. It could be good for the diary, but I gotta work with what I got. Nothing.